No mistaking these spoils, mate. Now, all of these spoils that we're going to go over today came from Lot 5 around the big feature.
Okay.
Metal detection expert Gary Drayton and Peter Fernetti arrive on Lot 4, located on the western side of the island.
Well, let's get stuck in then, mate.
Okay.
They are searching more than 10 tons of spoils that were excavated last year from the mysterious round feature near the shoreline of Lot 5. Since the team has found artifacts in that stone-lined foundation that wildly vary in age, such as the 14th century lead barter token and 17th century iron tools. And also, because they have recovered a mortar-like substance within it that matches materials discovered more than 100 feet deep in the Money Pit, as well as below Cone E of the potentially 800-year-old Nolan's Cross.
We'll go over it twice, Pete.
Sounds good.
Non-ferrous first, and then we'll pull some ferrous out.
Rick and Marty are hoping that Gary and Peter will find more clues to help confirm when the feature was created, and, most importantly, why.
Ooh, a banging signal, mate.
Okay.
It's gonna be good, mate. Just there.
Let's do it. It's out.
Ooh, it's out. You see what we got?
In your hand?
What a find! I think we found a cut coin.
Okay.
And if this is a cut coin, mate, I'm getting bum swizzle,
Yeah.
mate. If this is a cut coin, mate, it could well be a Spanish coin. More than likely, it's silver, mate.
Okay.
And that has got to be a really clean break to cut in like a quarter like that, because that's what they used to do. They used to cut the silver and gold coins up.
Okay.
It was to make change back in the day.
A cut, potentially Spanish treasure coin? Between the 15th and 18th centuries, when European nations such as Spain, England, and France were colonizing and establishing trade routes throughout the Americas, it was common practice for both militaries and outlaw pirates to cut coins and distribute them as payment to crew members.
This can tell a story, and I know
Yeah.
that my Uncle Rick is going to be really excited to see this.
He is, mate. High five, mate. This
All right.
is absolutely brilliant. We'll put it in the bag, mate, and let's get it back to the
All right,
lab.
let's do it. What a day.
Wow, what a day, all right.
Following their discovery on Lot 4,
Well, well, well. Look at that
What a
walk.
strut.
Gary and Peter arrive at the Oak Island Laboratory to share it with Rick and Jack Begley and have it analyzed by archaeologist Laird Niven and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan.
What's up?
Well, Pete and I have been searching those spoils off Lot 5, and we have just recovered a real top pocket find. You are gonna love this.
Oh,
What do you think of that?
beauty.
Got some weight to it.
So what is it?
It's a cut coin.
And Pete and I believe it's more than likely gonna be silver.
No way.
Way?
And it's perfectly cut.
Yeah.
It's quartered, right?
Yeah. And this is treasure. This is Oak Island treasure.
I'm gonna pop it out, put it in the CT scan, and try to get an image.
Let's do it.
In order to visualize any identifiable features on the coin, Emma will now analyze it with the SkyScan 1273 CT scanner. The device works by emitting X-ray radiation to produce magnified, three-dimensional images of artifacts.
This is a really, really quick scan, so it's not gonna be a great image. There is a lot of scratch marks. A longer scan should reveal a lot more detail.
So you're gonna run a longer scan?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to be a bit more patient.
It's early days. It's early days.
Or there's one, there might be 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this was cut up as change.
So, look, great day. You guys did your high five out in the field. We'll do a high five in here, right? Come on. There's only one thing to say. Let's go find more. So, lady, gentlemen, today we're going to learn about something that I think has caused great excitement.
Rick and other members of the team meet via video conference with Marty and Craig in the war room. They are eager to hear an updated scientific report on the silver coin that was discovered in the spoils removed from the stone foundation on Lot 5.
Hopefully, Emma can tell us what she found out about this cut coin.
So the CT scanner, although it could catch some of the abraded surface, like all the scratches on the surface, getting any detail was nearly impossible. We couldn't really see any details, but there was faint signs or faint engravings on one side.
You could see some sort of writing on it, but couldn't make it out.
So I just popped that into the XRF map scanner. So this is a compositional surface scan of one side of that coin. But it is, in fact, silver, but it does have a little bit of a lead content. Like, I only left these elements because they image really well on the XRF map.
X-ray fluorescence, or XRF scanning, uses highly focused beams of X-rays, which assign specific colors to the elements that are present on the surface of objects. The process reveals fine, microscopic details that are not visible to the naked eye.
Initially, when you guys brought it in, we did think that it could be Spanish. But as you see the GVLI really clearly. And this little design over here. And these two little triangular spots. So this right here is a William III shilling. Silver, same diameter. And it matches the designs to a T.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's an English shilling from the 1690s.
Oh, yeah, you can see the ponytail.
Yeah. And the little two triangles, it's its little ribbon.
Wow, that's a shocker.
Emma, fantastic detective work. I mean, there's a million coins out there, and to have that match like that is really, really cool. Very impressive. She's figured out what coin this is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Blair, doesn't this kind of go to your thought that that habitation there on Lot 5, was older than mid-1700s, pushing things back into the 1600s or very close? Is that all correct?
Yeah, it certainly supports a possible earlier date.
So this may also suggest that this was a stopping place for them over a period of time.
Yes.
The hell was they doing there?
Well, this is much less likely to be a component of treasure, but rather somebody who's on Lot 5 doing something, some officer perhaps being paid.
This makes me think of a book I read by Graham Harris and Les McPhee about the British military trying to recover William Phipps's treasure here on Oak Island.
In their 1999 book entitled Oak Island and Its Lost Treasure, Graham Harris and Les McPhee put forth an extraordinary theory about secret events that they believe took place on Oak Island after Sir William Phipps allegedly buried a treasure vault in the Money Pit area. According to their research, English allies of Phipps, who assisted him and Andrew Belcher during the second treasure salvage operation of the Concepcion, made a number of failed attempts to retrieve the valuables on Oak Island between the late 1600s and the 1750s.
So if that's true, this could be evidence that the British military were here.
That fits in really well.
Could Doug Kroll be correct that this 1697 silver English coin might be connected to one of those failed treasure recoveries?
They didn't retrieve the treasure, and the gold and silver particles in the current water tests indicate that that treasure is probably still there.
You got to find it, man. And I think this is somehow significant. The things happening on Lot 5 have certainly moved the dial, I'm sure of that.
Oak Island is a very complex mystery. Perhaps a mystery that has been developing over decades, if not centuries. But there's one way for this to be put to bed. We have to find proof that the most hardened skeptic says, I believe. And we continue to endeavor to do that. Okay, I think we're all set to get out back and keep digging.
Okay.
Get back out there and find some more.